How we doing, people? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're listening around the world. 12th man's back. Arsenal talks back. And we've got some here we go. Um, here we go. 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 Exciting. Goosebumps, as Arteta has apparently called it. A Goosebumps summer has not started off with many goosebumps. Unless the goosebumps he was talking about were the ones that give you a bit of a nightmare or a fright. It certainly ain't very exciting at the moment, as far as Arsenal are concerned. But we are looking to sign people. It looks as if, though, Kepa is here we go, and Christian Norgaard is here we go. Two signings that are going to do absolutely nothing to raise the level or needle move. Two players that are going to come in and be backups. So we're going to discuss that. We're also going to look at what the hell's going on with the striker. We're also going to be having a look at where else we might need to strengthen and some of the other rumours in today's transfer news day, if you want to call it. Nothing's happening until the 1st of July, from what we understand. But there is a lot of rumours, trust me. Nothing looks to be announced until the 1st of July, but it looks like we've signed 3 players now that we can't announce properly, apparently. All we can do is say, here we go, and then wait until the 1st of July. Make sure you hit the like button. There's nearly 400 of you in here already, which is mad. Please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. 2 of those buttons need to be hit. Check out the last couple of uploads that I put out from last night's Arsenal Roundabout show. If I'm honest with you, 2 brilliant clips. Great debate last night. Really good chemistry with a panel, good balanced panel, all with different opinions. And I love stuff like that because I think it allows people to see both sides, but also it kind of allows people to potentially change their opinions. Unless, of course, you're North Side or Lee Gunner, who definitely won't be changing their opinions, people, until there's some evidence in front of them. So, yeah, that's where it is. 2 signings that people are laughing at outside of Arsenal. 2 signings that people are looking at and rolling their eyes at. 2 signings that people are raising their eyebrows at and potentially having a little bit of a giggle if you're a rival fan. But they are only coming in, of course, as squad players. But we're going to be talking about that. Make sure you do me a favour, though. Scan that QR code. Make sure you hit the link in the description on Match Bingo. Get it downloaded. I am getting messages that people are winning money. Big up to the Gooners. Big up to the Scousers and big up to the Geordies because you 3 are winning in my little table I've got in my head of who's winning what money. We finally have Gooners that have won. We also finally have some Geordies that have won. And Liverpool fans, man, we've got 3 of them that have won. What's happening here? What is it Liverpool at the moment? Just everything they touch is turning to gold, man. So let's see if we can get another team. If there is a team that you support that is not Arsenal, then let's get Wolves fans involved. Let's get Forest fans involved, Brighton fans involved, Villa, West Ham, even Spurs. Get yourself on that Match Bingo and let me know who you've won. Because at the moment, Liverpool winning the table. So scan the QR code. You got to credit £5. That's all it is, a £5. And then you can play it. It gives you a bingo card. It does it automatically for you. So let's get it done, people. Let's get it done. Let me know how you do and if you win. The Club World Cup's on. And the Women's Euros is on as well. So let's make sure that we get involved with those. Okay. Let's talk about it, shall we? First of all, I'm going to bring in the legend that is Shaitanya, who's given in another super chat. Kepa, Norgaard, their squad signing so far. It's a real risk if Zubamendi performs or not. We save on some wages, but the only way to raise our current squad and address this risk is if we sign marquee forwards. I could just end it there, Chaitanya. I could end it there, bruv. Yeah? I really could end it there, bruv. If I'm honest. There isn't anything there that I disagree with. Squad signings. If Zubamendi comes and performs, great. Saves on wages. But actually, we need to be looking at marquee signings. Facts. Everything you said there, sir, is spot on. And neither of these 2 signings that I have heard today are here we go excite me. They're not goosebump signings. They don't make the hairs stand on your back of your neck. They're not those players. That doesn't mean we don't need them. Doesn't mean we shouldn't sign them. And it doesn't mean that we only go for marquee signings and not other squad players. Because, of course, everybody knows other than a left winger and a striker, we ain't getting many of them coming into this first 11. But I'll say this. why do we always do things this way? Why can we not announce a here we go for Rodrigo that's going to be revealed on the 1st of July? Why can't we go for Gyökeres that's going to be announced on the 1st of July? But Kepa and Norgaard and Zubimendi, who's been done since February from what we understand, they're all done, people. But they ain't announced yet. But here we go means here we go. Norgaard. I'll be honest. Thomas Partey and Jorginho are two very good players. They have a level of consistency when they're fit. They have a level of experience. The only thing I will say is potentially they don't have the legs anymore. In their 30s, not exactly got the most of athleticism in their game, but very good players. And if someone said to me, Dan, I know he had a great season, but Partey's off and Jorginho looks like he's going as well, I'd say, okay, cool. I'm not going to cry about that. They're good players. Should be keeping, in my opinion, but, particularly Partey, but they're going to go. Cool. Who are we bringing in? We're bringing in Zubimendi and Tonali. Cool. Wow. That's brilliant. Two phenomenal signings, that is. Or we're bringing in Zubimendi, who clearly is coming in, and alongside him, we're bringing in Baleba or Adam Wharton. I'm like, that's sounding very good. But we're bringing in someone who's 31 years old, who's another over 6 foot lad that can stand in the box and get his bonce on it, that can make some dual winning tackles and that can get sent off a few times because he's dirty. He's a leader. All these attributes he's got. I'm not denying that. Now, I don't really care that he ain't going to play much because he's going to be the Jorginho cover. Zubimendi's going to be the Thomas Partey cover. So we haven't actually added anyone to our midfield. We've just replaced. One's out in Partey, one's in Zubimendi, one's out in Jorginho, and the other one looks like it's in Christian Norgaard. He's 32 soon, so there ain't much difference between the age category of him and Partey. Who do you think's better, Partey or Norgaard? Who do you think's better, Jorginho or Norgaard? Who do you think's better, Partey or Zubimendi? My point is Partey and Jorginho was actually a stronger midfield and strength in depth than Zubimendi and Norgaard. That's my point. That's what's annoying people. I get it. I understand it. They're not both scrubs. It's not like we've signed trash. Zubimendi's a good footballer. Norgaard's a good footballer. But are they the level that Arsenal need right now to get us across the line? Now, I will say this before people think I'm going on some rant or meltdown or head loss. If we get the signings in that I want, Gyökeres comes in, Rodrigo comes in, alongside, I don't know, let's say Kudus or Eze or Rodgers or someone like that, on top of Norgaard, Zubimendi and Kepa and all, I'll be like, okay, cool. We didn't really go about it in an order of priority, which I didn't expect us to, but we've got the players in now. Some of them might want to be, squad players. But if this is another Marino Calafiori summer, where we bring in Kepa, we bring in Norgaard, Zubimendi, and we get Sesko, and that's it. That's our 4 signings. Arsenal ain't winning nothing. Nothing. And now I'm not going to say Isak because I'll come on to that in a bit about why no one's getting that. Right? No one's going to be getting that. That's where I'm at. So, yeah, Sophie says I'm bored of that conversation. Do you know what? I'm bored of the whole transfer window at the moment, if I'm honest. I've got to be honest. People are saying, what planet on those signings? What planet? I'm telling you now, that is the sort of window Arsenal need to win the league. And if we don't get a window like that, kaput, mate. 3rd place, Liverpool and City. 2-way, 2-horse race. That's what it'll be. It's just facts. That's what it'll be. So that's where I'm at. And I know a lot of people agree. Now, no one's saying this is a shite signing. Some might be. No one believes this is, a disgrace and that Norgaard can hardly walk and kick a ball and all this rubbish, right? He's a Premier League proven squad player. That is all he's going to be at best. I imagine he'll play about 15 games tops. he's fine. Kepa, hardly going to play. Fine by me. But I want to be excited by this window. I want to be excited. And I'm not so far. So let's see what people are saying. Let's see what's happening in the world of Twitter or X. Rumors that we all know are happening. Fabrizio Romano has done it. Here we go. It's happening. Christian Norgaard to Arsenal. Now, we don't quite know the actual price at the moment. There's a lot of people suggesting that it could be different prices. But a few hours ago, we agreed personal terms. I don't think he's going to be on a lot of money. However, I've looked at our wage structure. Oh, my God. If we're paying him what we're paying some of the other people, my God, this guy should be on nothing more than £60,000 a week. He's probably on about 160. Let's wait and see. Close to agreeing a deal around about 11 million euros. There was also suggestions that there was more money put into it that we were going to be looking at doing. Here it is from Sammy Mockbell, 10 million with a possible 5 million in performance-related add-ons. And that is, I think, pretty much what we've managed to agree. Excuse me. Sorry, I've still got this cough, man, and it will not go. So we're in a position where we need to be taking a little bit of a look at our midfield as a trio, as a balance, as one that we can take forward. We all know it's going to be Zubimendi, Rice and Odegaard. And we need to see that trio work now. We've got our midfield now, and I don't expect to see another midfielder. I think we need another creative midfielder, but I don't think we're going to see one. I'm hearing quite a lot about Max Dowman. I'm hearing quite a lot about Ethan Nwaneri. And I think that Saka and Odegaard's backup are those two. I really do. I feel like Ethan can cover for both Saka and Odegaard, and Max Dowman can cover for both of them. And their talks are that they're very highly rating both of these players to come in this season. There's rumours that Max Dowman said if he's not part of the first team, he's going to go. He's got offers from Real Madrid, Manchester United. I believe it's Bayern, and there's another team as well. It might even be City, or it's someone like that. He wants to stay at Arsenal, but he wants to feel loved. So he's going to be playing in the squad. Ethan Nwaneri, likewise, I think he'll be in about that squad this season. I think these two lads will be utilised this season in this 25-man squad. At the moment, it's like a 20-man squad when you look at it, because the amount of people that are going to be leaving, we still need to be looking to bring players in. So let's just say for the squad, these two kids are going to be utilised. So that means in our midfield, this season, I think we're done. Now, I'd love to see a Morgan Rogers. I'd love to see a Kudus or an Eze or somebody like that coming in, but I just don't think it's happening. I just don't think it's happening. There, for me, is going to be Saka and Nwaneri or Dowman, Odegaard or Nwaneri or Dowman, Rice or Marino, and Zubimendi, Rice, Norgaard. That's where it's going to be. So I don't think people are going to be too happy with that, but that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Sorry for people that are disappointed with that, but I feel like that's what it's going to be. Now, I'm happy with certain positions there, but that is not a very strong trio. It's not a trio I look at and go, wow, at yet, if I'm honest. Very good players. I think Odegaard is a very good player. I think that Rice is quality. Zubimendi, I think, is a very good player. But would you rather have Arsenal's trio there or Newcastle's trio in Tonali, Bruno G, and Joe Linton? I'd rather take theirs. If I'm honest, I can't stand him, but I'd rather have Chelsea's in Lavia, Caicedo, and Palmer. So, I don't know, man. I'm still not sure about this midfield because I still don't know that Rice is an attacking 8. I think he's more of a box-to-box. I think maybe we'll use him more deeper this season. Maybe it'll be more of a 4-2-3-1 in out of position. Not sure that Odegaard's a 10. I think he's actually an 8. But I do know Zubimendi's a 6. And I hope and pray now, that Arteta has got the 6 that he wants. Because let's just say it how it is, The midfield has not stayed the same throughout any season of Mikel Arteta's era at the club. Every single season, he's changed the department in midfield. Why? Why? Like Aaron says, big up to Aaron Talks Arsenal, man. Go show him some love, because this is facts. Including Zubamendi and Norgaard, there's been 414 million spent under Arteta on midfielders. What the hell is going on? Is that true, Aaron? That is a disgrace, by the way. And you know what? About 280 million of that has been trying to replace a £15 million Granit Xhaka. So we're looking at the midfielders here, right? When he joined, he had Guendouzi. Yeah, send it to me, Aaron. Send me a text, bruv. I can see now, right? When he walked in, he had Dani Ceballos and Granit Xhaka with Torreira and Guendouzi were kind of cover, right? And he split that up. And to be fair, it needed splitting up. It weren't good enough. He brought in Thomas Partey, so it was Partey and Xhaka, right? Then we went on to this kind of Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard thing where he brought in Odegaard. So I think it was Partey, Xhaka, Ceballos on loan again. Then he went back out. And then we had Odegaard who come in. And then it was Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, and we went for a title. And we thought, finally, it's trio. It's taken 3 seasons, but let's just keep it cool now. No, he doesn't keep it cool. What happens then is he goes and messes it up again. He sells Granit Xhaka and he brings in Declan Rice and he brings in Kai Havertz. And he brings in Fabi Vieira. Right? That was the season before, funny enough. So then he's trying to bring in cover, which I totally appreciate and understand. But the first 11 still isn't clear. Rice, Havertz, Odegaard. That doesn't work. Havertz then becomes the following season our number 9. And we go and try and win the league with him at number 9. And it ain't going to happen. Our midfield is now Rice, Marino, Odegaard. But because Marino couldn't get into the team and had to be played up front, we had to put in Partey. So we had Partey, Rice and Odegaard, which everybody wanted 2 seasons ago, by the way. But now this season, you guessed it, we're messing it all up again. So now it's Zubamendi, Rice and Odegaard. So every season, he has had a different trio in midfield. Why are we messing around in the midfield so much? How does it take 6 seasons to get a midfield trio together that you rate? How does it take that long? How does it take 6 seasons to work out your best left backs, a 17-year-old youth academy kid? How many goalkeepers has he had? But I'll tell you the position he definitely has done really well in to make clear that he knows what he's doing. Striker, because he ain't bought any. He ain't had 7 or 8 of them. He started with a Lacazette and an Aubameyang. He brought in the academy player, Eddie. And then he signed one in Jesus in 2023. Or 2022, sorry. I haven't had one since. Havertz is a striker. Nah. He was a midfielder. He was the Granit Xhaka replacement, the marquee signing. He sat in a press conference saying that he is the attacking midfielder at Arsenal. So we bought one striker at the club, and that's Gabriel Jesus, who's not a striker, in my opinion. He's more of a winger / false 9. Then he's decided Havertz and Marino can't be attack-minded 8, so they're going to now play on 9. How about, Mikel, go and buy a box-to-box midfielder that can upgrade on Granit Xhaka, like somebody like Reinders, who Man City bought, or who's available now, Morgan Rogers. Then go and get a proper striker, like somebody like Gyökeres, if you can't get Isak. And then go and get a proper left winger, yeah, like Rodrigo. And we might actually go and do something. But knowing him, we'll probably bring in somebody like Morgan Rogers, and he'll want to play him at bloody central defensive midfield. Crazy. Sorry, man. Crazy. Sick of it. Sick of it. See some of these super chats, man. Big up to Shay Tanya. We did this one earlier. Stephen, big up to you, my bro. Damn, that D. Oh, man. Oh, man. Really? Come on. These are good guys, Stephen. Come on. Give him a break, bruv. Give him a break, bruv. Come on. Give him a break. Let's get the likes up, people. There's 1.5k in here. And how many likes we got? I bet we've got terrible likes. Oh my God, we've not even hit 200. Please, can people hit like and subscribe? Please, just 2 buttons. Like, subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. And it means a lot to me. If we can get 1,000 likes on this video by the end, that'd be amazing. There's 1.5k in here. So that means there's only 500 of you that don't have to press like. And that's quite a lot of people. So make sure that you all hit like now and then come back into the chat. It's all good. It's all good. As Newman says, hit like, you scum. Let's not call people scum though, Newman, right? Big up to you though, bruv. But yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting that super chat. Dear me. Big up to you though, Stephen. Suj, big up to you, bro. Haven't heard from you for a while. I hope you're well, bro. At the end of the day, he says we need to be addressing the first 11 before looking at a Chelsea reject keeper and a Jorginho replacement in Norgaard. Facts. But the gooners out there that are loving these signings won't tell you that. And what makes me laugh is, right, if I would have said to everybody in this chat and everybody on Twitter or social media, YouTube, any platform, right, could you give me a backup goalkeeper and a backup central defensive midfielder you'd like to see coming at Arsenal? How many people would have said Kepa and Norgaard? But now we've signed them. Oh, hail, Alberta's here. Way. Unbelievable. It's shrewd business. It's clever. They're good squad players. It is unbelievable what we need to do. The little we have to do to amuse this fan base. The little we have to do to get this fan base really happy. Honestly, man, it's absolute crazy. Absolute crazy. Like, I'm sick of it personally. I find it bizarre. Like, let's go and see what we do in the transfer window. By all means, there's plenty of time, but let's not lap up everything we do. It's okay to go, oh, Kepa and Norgaard. Not sure about that. We'll have to see how that one plays out. It isn't criminal to do that. And it's also not criminal to go, I think they'll be all right, but let's actually take a look at it first and see what we get. Before we start going, I'll tell you what, this Kepa, he was brilliant for Bournemouth last year as a phenomenal signing. Like, calm down. He's going to play about 4 games. Norgaard, oh my God, that's unbelievable business. He's been phenomenal for Brentford. He's been their best player. No, he hasn't. What, he's better than Vissa, Buemo and Tony? No, he's not. Calm down. People are like, wow. They go a bit mental about it, in my opinion. Very bizarre. Richard, so cool that you named you twice. Big up to you, mate. Big up to you, bro. It says, so we're replacing Partey because he's 31, and that's too old. But we're replacing him with another 31-year-old called Norgaard. What on earth is going on? I'd not be shocked if we didn't get Gyökeres or Sesko and end up with Højlund on loan. Oh, my God, please. Richard, I hope you're wrong. Look, I'll say this quickly. I don't think we got rid of Partey because he's too old. I think he wanted too much money. Now, I know that's crazy to say, but that's Arsenal all over. He's on 250 a week. They've probably asked him to go down to 100 or 150, and he said no, rightly so, because if Havertz is on 290, Partey deserves to be on a lot more than that. And, well, not more than 290, but you get what I'm saying. A lot more than 100 grand they probably offered him or whatever it was. I think they probably asked him to stay the same or drop a little bit lower. They didn't offer him anything more. So he decided to say, I'm going to go and play football somewhere where they respect me. Be interesting to see where he goes now. Maybe he'll go to Saudi. Maybe he'll go to Barcelona. Maybe he'll go play for Juventus or in Italy. There's a lot of clubs that are sniffing around him. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. Big up to you, Richard. 5 memberships that you've gifted. You're a legend, man. Thank you so much. The chat really appreciate it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. We'll be on now likewise. We're on 327 likes. Let's get it up to 600. Come on, hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you've hit Match Bingo, scan the QR code, or click on the link in the description of this video. Make sure you download it and credit to £5 to play with the cards that it gives you. So big up to you guys, man. Okay, Midnight says, Benjamin Tesco, every little helps to get top 4. I'll tell you what, that is a top 4 signing for me. Big up to you. Brian says, Liverpool won the league with Gravenberch and Endo. Zubimendi, Norgaard and Rice is a great DM cover. Attacking signings will decide next season. So that is actually a fair super chat, to be honest. The first bit, you can argue who's got the better midfield if you want. But for me, the attacking midfielder, the attacking winger and the attacking striker that Arsenal need to sign will decide what we do this season. And if we do nothing, it's going to be an embarrassment. If we bring in Sesko, a winger like, I don't know, Semenyo, and an attacking midfielder like, I don't know, a 19-year-old from Brazil, then we know what's happening this season. Rinse and repeat. Jabril says, Broski, may I free us from this gaffer? Oh, not a lot of people are happy, bruv. We're going to finish fifth, he says. We will have the last laugh. Look, I hope we don't finish fifth, bruv. I hope we win the league. I hope that what Arteta does is wins us everything. I don't think he will, though. But that's just my opinion. Some people say I'm deluded and he's going to win us a treble and shit like that. So everyone has a different opinion, that's for sure. But look, Norgaard is going to be the first one. Obviously, he's not the only one coming in. And he's not going to be the first. He certainly won't be the last. But he is looking like he's going to be one of the first signings, along with Zubimendi and Kepa, who, to be fair, have been announced for quite some time. And definitely Kepa has been a here we go. Thomas Partey will leave Arsenal this month. That's from Hand of Ozil and many Hands of Ozil. I always call him Hand of Ozil. That's what it used to be called. Hand of Arsenal. Fairly reliable from what I've been told that he's not going to be a Arsenal player. Now, I do genuinely think that Arsenal wanted to keep him. And I know that some people are saying they want him gone because of politics and off-the-field stuff, but I genuinely don't think that's the case. I think they wanted to keep him because of how good he was, how consistent he was. But I think with the injuries he previously has had and the wages he was demanded, they've decided to let him go. Now, I personally would have paid that extra few, bit of money to keep him because I think he's good enough. I do. But they decided not to do that. Apparently, it's breaking news that, where is it? From Aaron, that Liverpool and City have both stated they're petrified of Arsenal after the signings of Norgaard and Kepa. And you know what people will say to you, Aaron? Why do you care what Liverpool, Manchester City fans think? That's all I get told. Honestly, it's crazy. Big up to everyone that's in here, man. Big up to all the mods as well. Really appreciate the love. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so far. Look, Thomas Partey's leaving. Norgaard's coming in. Jorginho's gone. Zubimendi's coming in. We've now got 2 players in midfield that can play 6. We've actually got 3 because Rice can too. Rice and Marino will be the box-to-box. And I still believe Lewis-Skelly has a future there. And then he's going to play Norgaard and the 2 young kids in the attacking mind. Or, dare I say it, and I've actually heard people say they do this. Fabi Vieira comes back. Yeah, that could happen. Lukonga. You know what I mean? These players could come back. I've heard people say I would do that. Not just Ty, by the way. Yeah. Some of these people have been saying I actually would keep Fabio Vieira because I think he'd be great cover for Norgaard. Oh, dear me. Internal solutions, Aaron. That's what it is, bruv. Honestly, Fabi Vieira coming back. Oh, makes me shudder. Horrendous. So we've spoken on Norgaard. Should we talk about the striker? Shall we do a poll? Who do we want? Sesko or Jurk? I'm getting so bored. Honestly, people, I'm getting so bored. Majority of people that I speak to want Gyökeres. Everybody I speak to wants to ask the question, when are we buying a striker? When are we buying a striker, Dan? When are we buying a striker? Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I knew which striker we wanted. Because it's a Sesko day, then it's a Gyökeres day, then it's back to a Sesko day, then it's a Gyökeres day, then it's another Gyökeres day, back to a Sesko day. Then someone will say, maybe we'll get both. Then someone will say, now we'll only get one. It's probably going to be Sesko because he's our main target. But he wants wage demands and he wants a release clause. So it's Gyökeres is going to be the guy. And then we get these people on social media who start to get excited because Gyökeres' Instagram account follows something in London. And Sesko starts following Arsenal on Instagram, as Romano actually tweeted out today, which I was stunned. Yeah, I was absolutely stunned that we actually had Fabrizio Romano getting excited because Sesko had followed Arsenal on Twitter or Instagram or something. I mean, what is actually happening here, man? Like, real talk, what's happening? Who do we want? Well, Damasio over in Italy believes that Arsenal will sign Gyökeres because he wants to join Arsenal. Other clubs have tried to enter the race, but he will go to Arsenal. He was their first target from the start, and now they have to find an agreement with Sporting. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will not do a poll but I will do a poll, but I will not ask the obvious question. I'm going to put it slightly differently. Who will Arsenal end up with as striker? Okay. Gyökeres, Sesko, right? Other. And then the other one, Havertz. There we go. Who will Arsenal end up with as striker? Boom. Polls in. Get involved, chat. Let me know who we're getting. Who is going to be playing up front for Arsenal this season? Who are we going to end up with? Wow, this is even at the moment. This is an even poll. Wow, guess who's winning? Havertz. 40% Havertz, 30% Sesko, 17% Gyökeres, 18% other. If you voted other, write in the chat who you think it is, yeah? Like Watkins or Ekatike or whoever it is. Let me know who you think it is, right? Because I'm interested to see the other names. Let's see what other names we've got, right? Let's have a right laugh. Let's see, yeah, what people believe we're going to be getting. So at the moment, excuse me, my cough is really doing my head in. Havertz at 40%, Sesko at 25, Gyökeres 20, and then other 16. So the 16% of you, yeah, that voted other, throw the names in the chat for who you think we're going to get, right? And I'll put as many as I can. So Sesko and Havertz, Sophie reckons. Tesco. Aaron reckons option E. Havertz gets injured and we start with Marino. Can you imagine, bruv? Højlund. Oh, yuck. Imagine. Ollie Watkins. Where else is there? Havertz. He's like a new signing. We all know the obvious answer, Dan. What do you reckon then it's me, Everest? Come on, man. Who did you vote for? Højlund, Rashford, and Nkunku. Marino is a genuine poll option. And Nkunku, Zubamendi as a striker. Marino, Wood, Eddie Nketiah, Jackson, Evan Ferguson. Oh, Gunnar Russ. That's a great shout, my bro. Big up to you, Gunnar Russ. The other one is Fukin No Juan. Love that. Darwin Nunez. Oh my God. Please. Another Darwin Nunez. Watkins. Anybody different on here? Alexander Isak. Someone's gone for it. I knew that was coming. I can't believe it had taken this long. I can't believe it had. Jamie Vardy. João Pedro. Who else is there? Heskey, Anelka. Oh my word. You guys are mad. Jonathan David. Benzema finally. Jonathan David. Where's he going, by the way? Ekatike. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, says Lawrence. Imagine that. Colin Mawani. That's actually a genuine one. That could actually happen, you know. Balogun, bring him back. Garnacho, I'm hearing. Messi, I'm hearing. Wow. Roberto Di Matteo, mate. Giroud. Yeah, there's so many. Raul Jimenez. I can't even keep going back that far now. You guys are mad. Tammy Abraham. Oh my God. Honestly, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. It's scary, in fact, that there's all those names and people are laughing. And do you know what would be funny is it wouldn't even surprise me if some of those names were linked with us. Gyökeres at 24%, Sesko at 26%, other 14%, and 37% of you believe Havertz will be our striker next season. That is quite damning. Even if we bought Gyökeres, people are saying that they would go with Havertz as the striker. I mean, come on. Come on here. What is happening here? Seriously, what is happening here? Crazy. I'm going to win the poll. We've had well over 400 votes. All right. And everyone believes Havertz is going to be our striker. That's how full of confidence we are that we're going to do bits, as people say, in the summer. Kroenke doing bits. Scary. It really is scary. So Gyökeres is the one that people want. Gyökeres is today, this evening, what people are talking about. But Sesko has apparently started following us on Twitter. So he's going to come. Now, is there a scenario where we get both? Because we've been doing negotiations with both of these. and we're going to have to pull away from one of them. Or are we going to? Is Andrea Berta just saying, nah, it's time to be ruthless? Havertz and Jesus have not been reliable enough. Jesus is a winger and he's injured. Havertz is an attacking midfielder and he's injured. He's a backup striker at best. Let's get him both. Havertz is number 3 striker. Sesko is number 2. And Gyökeres is number 1. Boom. But that ain't happening at Arsenal, mate. Let me tell you that now. That is not happening. We ain't not getting both. Let me tell you that. Sources close to the club suggest that Sporting's keenness to offload Gyökeres has become clearer by the day and arguably weakened their hand. Internally, there were already reservations over the player. Sources say that Leipzig are driving a hard bargain for Sesko because they know all too well how desperate Arsenal are for a striker. This is true as well, by the way. Everybody that knows anything about football knows that Arsenal need a striker, right? And they're on the lookout for one, which means that all of them are going to be expensive. The minute Arsenal knock on the door, they're going to go, yeah, our striker is for sale. Oh, sorry, who is it? It's Arsenal. Oh, right. Tell him it's £15 million more then. They're desperate. That's what happens. Andrea Berta is said to have other striker options too, which he's in negotiations over. If a deal for Sesko or Gyökeres was not to materialise, the prospect of a surprise name entering the frame is a possibility. Time for another poll, people. Are we ready? Let's have some fun tonight because, you know, everyone's bored of talking about Sesko or Gyökeres. If not Sesko or Gyökeres, who should we sign? Let's give you some realistic options. Let's not go Isak. Osimhen. Julian Alvarez. Or Ekitike. Anyone else? We'll add Watkins. Let's see what you go for. Let's start the poll. If not Sesko or Gyökeres, because they're too much, or we can't afford them, or we don't want them anymore, who should we get? Because apparently Berta is looking at other options. Who should we get, people? Let's go for it. Let's read it out. There'll be people voting now. You chat are mad. Let's take a look. Osimhen is winning with 36%. 32% is Julian Alvarez. 29% is Ollie Watkins and 4% Ekitike. Some other names are coming in. Darwin Nunez, that's got to be a joke. I saw Dusan Vlahovic as well. I think that ship sailed. Santiago Jimenez has been one as well. Anyone else? Tammy Abraham, Ivan Toney. Retegui, that's fair. Yeah. How is Alvarez realistic? Well, apparently he is. Apparently he's the one on our list. Only going by information, bro. If not Sesko or Gyökeres, who should we sign? Osimhen, Julian Alvarez, Ollie Watkins, or Ekitike? 4% of you only want Ekitike. 27 want Ollie Watkins, 32 want Julian Alvarez, and 37 want Victor Osimhen. Osimhen would be good, but his wages apparently wants like $450 a week or something crazy, which is just absolutely mad, if you ask me. Absolutely crazy, to be fair. So, Gyökeres or Sesko? Let's have a little bit of Sesko chat, shall we? Some people said earlier that Sammy Mockbell is going to be reporting something on Sesko. Don't know how true that is. Don't know if it is true or waffle. I'm only going by what people are saying. If he is going to be reporting, it probably is that he's now the front runner. The Mail Sport understands Arteta wants a striker before pre-season. Sesko and Gyökeres have been strongly linked, but it's understood Sesko is the priority. Now, we heard yesterday that he's dicking around. He doesn't want to be seen as Arsenal's future striker. He wants a stepping stone. He wants a release clause. He fancies a Bayern Munich move one day when Kane goes. All these rumours came out. He wants too much money. He's going to be too much. Well, do you know what? See you later then. See you later. If he wants too much money more than he's worth at 22, see you later. If he's asking for a release clause, see you later. Like, move on. Move on. Go and get Gyökeres. So easy for me. Like, why are we mucking around with this guy? That in 10 hours you can go and get Norgaard, but you can't get Sesko or Gyökeres for another 6 weeks. Why? Why? Oh, because he wants to come. Doesn't Victor Gyökeres want to come? Like, seriously, it's absolutely mad. So that we don't move too far away from the striker situation, let's take a look at some of the links today from Gyökeres and Arsenal, because there is quite a lot suggesting that this is the guy that we want. Now, some people are saying, oh my God, it's Sesko. And then they're going, it's Gyökeres, because Gyökeres is moving to London and he's going to some chiropractor in London or whatever the hell it is. Oh, come on, man. Like, he's following this on Instagram with Ben White and Raya and Havertz and Rice and so on. So no one has a bloody Scooby, do they? Let's be real. But Dimarcio says that Arsenal are going for the Swedish striker Gyökeres. He's been their number one target for the summer. The player wants to join Arsenal. It's up to the club to agree a deal with Sporting. Apparently, this is the thing. This is the social media thing. This is the one. This is Sesko, apparently, on a social media following Arsenal. And this is what I love about this tweet. Look at this from Paddy Arsenal. Gyökeres has responded by poking Arsenal on Facebook. That is class. I absolutely love that, man. That is brilliant. What a legend. What a great tweet that is. Remember that on Facebook. So-and-so has poked you on Facebook. That is class, man. This comes in saying that both Gyökeres and Rafael Leao are desperate to join Arsenal. They're willing to win big things with Arsenal. It's now up to Arteta and Berta. And Arteta has once claimed he'll only bring in players who are interested to play for the badge. Now, the reason this has come up is because obviously Gyökeres has said he wants to leave and he wants to come to Arsenal. He's told his family and friends apparently that he wants to join Arsenal. And it looks like there's social media activity around Arsenal. What's interesting here is that Rafael Leao is wearing a Thierry Henry t-shirt. Now, this means absolutely nothing, by the way. Yeah. I've wore Messi shirts before. I've wore, other, not club shirts because I don't believe in that, but I've wore footballers on my shirt before. Yeah. Everyone does it because it's fashion. Thierry Henry is an icon. Yeah. He's a hero. He's a footballing great. This means nothing. It's because he's in an Arsenal shirt. If he was in a Barcelona shirt, no one would care. This does not mean Rafael Leao is coming to Arsenal, people. Personally, I don't actually believe that I don't actually believe that he's the guy, personally. I don't think that Rafael Leao would be excellent for Arsenal. I know Curtis would like him, but I'm not sure. But yeah, let's get excited, people, yeah? Are you ready? Are you ready to be excited? Let me just full screen for a sec, yeah? Are we ready to be excited? Sesko's following Arsenal. Victor Gyökeres is posting stuff in London, and he's going to chiropractors and mechanics in London. Rafael Leao's got a Thierry Henry shirt on. This is how exciting it gets for Arsenal on the 25th of June. I wouldn't mind so much if the season was still on the 25th of May and we're talking about, Arsenal ain't done much in the transfer market. Come on, man. Like, serious. Real talk. 1.7K in the building. Make sure you do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe. Make sure you get in touch with the poll as well. Make sure you voted. There's only about 400 people that have voted so far. So let me know who you want if it ain't Sesko or Gyökeres. Osimhen, Alvarez, Ekitike or Watkins are the options. Osimhen's winning at the moment. Osimhen's winning at the moment. Let's see what else we've got, shall we, from Gyökeres, because there's more, apparently. Oh, actually, do you know what? It's very repeatable. I won't even share it on screen. Do you know what? I will, actually, because there's some that you might be interested in. I don't really know about all these reliable, unreliable sources, by the way. You decide what you believe in, right? Talking Highbury says, Gyökeres called Sporting president to push for a move to Arsenal, saying he's given everything to the club and that 60 plus 10 in bonuses is fair. He warned he won't forgive the club if Arsenal sign another striker instead. He wants Arsenal. That's come from Portuguese sources. This also came in. Where is it? Or was it up a bit? Can't remember now. There it is. Gyökeres is informed Sporting he has no intention of playing for the club. Priority remains Arsenal. Gyökeres has told United he wants to join them this summer. That was 2 hours ago from Team Talk. I think that's going to be rubbish, if I'm honest. Maybe because Arsenal closing on Sesko. What do you think, Reds? I think this is a nothing account, but maybe. You never know. Here it is. Are we excited about this, people? Gyökeres has followed the London Guard Dog service on Instagram. It is the same one that David Raya and Ben White follow. Ozil, Kolasinac, and Reece Nelson have all used it too. How many other London footballers have used it? How many other professional footballers have used it that aren't in London? I don't tell you that, does it? An elite protection dogs. A London Guard dog surface. I mean, this is quite unbelievable, isn't it, really? I mean, look at the chat all cracking up at this. This is absolutely embarrassing, isn't it? That he has actually followed the London Guard dog service, and we now believe that means he's joining Arsenal. Is this actually for real? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Do you know what? In fact, oh yeah, here it is. Look, this is Igal and Rory talking about it. Look, elite protection dogs. Has anyone heard of them? But look, you can even see that Rory's laughing, right? You can even see that Rory's laughing, bro. It's absolutely mad. Apparently, Sporting want Javier Suarez from Almeria because they're obviously replacing Victor Gyökeres. So the news will go on and continue now, people. It really will. I've got to be honest. I can't get excited by following people on Twitter and all of this stuff. Like, for me, nah. Like, nah. It just ain't for me. It just ain't for me. Let's end the poll. Osimhen has won that one at 36%. Excuse me. So fair play. Look, I've got to be honest. I'm not particularly excited about this window. I think we know what's going to be happening. I think it's going to be rinse and repeat. I don't think there's going to be many that can honestly tell me that, you know, this is going to be a spectacular window and that we're all buzzing and excited for it personally. But, you know, it is what it is. We're following people. We're following people now. And that is how we know they're signing for clubs. They're following people on Twitter. Crazy. See what you guys are saying in the super chat section. Some of us are in the middle. Zubimendi, Kepa and Norgaard is decent business, but I'm not raging yet about the other needs. I think that's fair, bruv. I think you've accepted that Zubimendi is a good player and that Kepa and Norgaard are backups. But let's see what else we do. I think that's probably a good place to be fair, bruv. Richard says, I can't believe our Romano Bombers today have been Kepa's 17th. Here we go. Arsenal were interested in Norgaard and Sesko followed Arsenal on Instagram. I mean, let's be real. That is not very exciting, is it, for a day? Yeah, that is not very exciting. And add on to that Victor Gyökeres has now followed a guard dog service in London. He's coming to the Arsenal. Suj says, we'll play a 4-4-2 and it'll be Havertz and Garnacho up front. Oh, can you imagine? My goodness, what a disgrace that would be. Stephen says, when the player holds up the shirt, I'll be excited. Until then, nah. I totally agree with you, brother. Totally agree, bro. Totally agree. And I love this from you, Stephen, yeah? Another dog. Great. Let me guess. Is its name Nothing? And then we'll have Win and then Nothing. Yeah, I love that, bro. Fair play. It's PR. Wouldn't surprise me if one of them's on the phone to Victor going, oh, yeah, you all follow this fucking place, didn't you? Let's go and get a dog, shall we? Win needs a little buddy. We can call it Nothing or F all. Steve Johnson. Where are we? Why is that not letting me click on that? Here we go. Why would an elite striker sign for Arsenal when Arteta has shown a failure to tactically play attacking football? This is a really good point, actually, and it's one that a lot of people are saying, why would we do that? Big up to John Henry as well for the super sticker. I'll say this, Stephen, right? Or Steve, sorry. I would honestly believe that there would be a hesitance or a question mark or concern about joining Arsenal's attack of the last few years because it has not been fantastic other than one season. And that one season was where we found ourselves in a title race unexpectedly in the 22-23 season. Saka got 15 goals, Martinelli got 15 goals, Erdegaard got 15 goals. I believe Jesus and Eddie got around about 15 between them as well. At the time, I remember thinking, we're going to win the league. 8 points clear. Reece Nelson's last-minute winner against Bournemouth. Jorginho's last-minute winner against Villa with Emi Martinez in goal. I remember thinking, this is going to be it. It's written in the stars. And it was enjoyable to watch. We were going to games excited. It was great to watch. So Arteta can do it. This season, he's got to. It's got to revert back to that for me. It absolutely has to. Let's listen to Sophie in the chat who's saying smash them likes up, people. Subscribe if you're new. Please make sure you do that. At the moment, we've got around about 500. Yeah, just over 534 in likes. Let's get that up to 1,000 likes, people. Let's get the subscribers up as well. We need to make sure that we're doing that and getting our business done with subscribers. We need to be making sure we get closer to 45K, which, to be fair, we're getting pretty close to at the moment. So let's make sure we show some love. In fact, to be exact, we need 448. If there's 448 of you that can hit subscribe now, we hit 45K together. Let's do it. 448 of you out of 1,601. There must be 448 of you that haven't hit subscribe yet. If you're one of them, just hit it. Do you know what? Even if you never watch me again, I don't care. It's free and it'll do me a favor. It will show that you like what I do. So please, man, that would be great. What else have we got? Tom in the super chat says he wants a dog to walk Oxford Street, keep his Rolex. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. It's crazy. It absolutely is crazy, man. It's crazy. Aaron, big up to you, bro. Make sure you drop me a text. And if you have already, apologies. I'll pick it up later. Big up to all of you, man. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And let's continue. Okay, the Gyökeres stuff, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Sesko stuff, not interested anymore, right? Not interested. Let's see what else is happening in the world of Arsenal at the moment. Okay. There he is. The main man everyone's looking at. Andrea Berta. Apparently, he wants at least 5 signings to be made this summer. Arsenal insiders say there'll definitely be a packed one. How many times have we heard that in terms of incomings? A striker is front and centre of the club's priority list, while a new defender is also part of that list. Oh, I have to have a defender. Every summer or winter, we have to have a defender coming in. All the time, I have to get a defender. I genuinely do think that Kepa's done. I think we'll get a defender. I think we'll get a midfielder. Actually, I think Zubimendi and Norgaard will be our midfield. And I think we'll get a winger and a striker. So I actually think we'll get 6. I actually do think we'll get 6. Now that these 3 are coming in, I think another 3 more will come in. And it'll be a defender, a winger, and a striker. Because the last time we got 6, yeah, and I still think we need more, by the way. I still think we need a right-sided centre-back and a attacking midfielder. But I do actually think that we'll get some in. Last time we signed 6 players was actually under Mikel Arteta. Unfortunately, there was only 4 that were half decent. Actually, you can say now there was only 2 that were half decent, which was Erdegaard and Ben White, because Ramsdale's gone and Tomiyasu is always injured. Lokonga and Tavares are both gone as well. But my point is, the 6 that came in, was surprising. I didn't expect that many. And I think he now believes that he's gone round enough again. That was 4 seasons ago to say, do you know what? Yeah, I need to see another 6 coming in. That's what I believe anyway. So let's see what happens. There is a Fabrizio Bomba. And it does, it involves Arsenal. But it's not a new signing. But it is Miles. So, look, it's good news. It's in fact, to be fair, it's great news. Miles Lewis-Skelly has signed his new long-term deal at Arsenal. It's done, and it's sealed, and it's confirmed. Now, this is great news. I've got to be honest. I have no idea how much it is, but from what I heard today on another show, he is apparently one of the highest earning teenagers around. So, yeah, one of the highest earning youngsters. We finally got some fairly decent news. I know it's not a signing, but you know what? It is actually really important news. And I think now that Gabriel has signed, Miles Lewis-Skelly has signed, I expect Ethan will join very soon to be signing that. I think Saka has already pretty much signed his deal, and that'll be announced soon as well. And then we've got William Saliba that everyone's going to have their eyes on. The other player, of course, we're going to be looking at is Gabriel Martinelli, but because he's got that year of an option and there's a kind of question mark over his future, I wonder if that one's going to be left. I don't expect to hear that Gabriel Martinelli is signing a new deal. I just don't think it will happen. But look, this MLS news is very good for Miles. I'm a big fan. In fact, I absolutely love the kid. I think he's phenomenal. And I think he's got an unbelievable future at Arsenal. I really do. I'd appreciate people saying that left back, but I think there might be a place for him in midfield still. Like, there might be games where I would actually try Rice in the 6, Lewis-Skelly in the 8, and Waneri in the 10. Like, say for a Carabao Cup game, I'd actually quite like to see that. Just to see them both in midfield boarding out would be good. I would like it. I really would. So that's going to be interesting. So look, there's not many, if I'm honest anyway, there's not many. Who's this? Oh, okay. Kepa has signed an Arsenal contract. Here we go. Do we care about that? Do we have to see that? I'm not sure, if I'm honest. I'm not sure that we need to be seeing that. Let's talk about the left wing position. Because I don't know what people's thoughts are, but Rafael Leao and Rodrigo are the two names being mentioned of late. Rafael Leao, we spoke about. He's wearing a Thierry Henry shirt. Berta was talking about him previously. And it might be that he goes simultaneously with his strategy again and goes for Rodrigo and Leao together and gets one of them. I would prefer Lookman or Barcola. Looks like Barcola's staying, so Lookman would be the one that I would go for if it isn't Rodrigo. But apparently, Leao and Rodrigo are being looked at. Now, I think everybody at Arsenal wants a striker and a left winger, otherwise there's going to be a meltdown. So we've spoke about the striker enough. It's going to be Sesko, in my opinion, but Gyökeres could be the guy, and I hope it is him. But Rodrigo is an interesting one. I don't know that he's leaving Real Madrid, but look, apparently, according to sources, Rodrigo's on the exit ramp at Real Madrid. It's been confirmed by his entourage. He's probing a move to the Premier League. Teams such as Arsenal are interested in the player, and Real Madrid will ask for around 90 million euros, which works out around about 77 million or something like that. So this is a bargain. If there's any chance of getting him, please do it. Daniel, you want to DM me? Make sure you do it on Football's 12th Man on Twitter. That's always open, bruv. DMs are open. So just send a message on that, bro, if you need to talk to me. Hope you're all good, mate. But listen, I do feel like if there was any chance of this happening, Arsenal could be in the driving seat for it. I genuinely do believe that. Like, we should be in the driving seat. The problem we've got is it isn't just Arsenal that want a left winger. Chelsea want one. Liverpool, we believe, want one. Yeah, they might have different targets in terms of Chelsea are going for Gittins, and we believe Anthony Gordon wants Liverpool. I get that, yeah. Like, I totally get it, and I appreciate that. But let's be honest. I personally believe Arsenal should be in the front runner for this. Manchester City are looking at him. You've got Bayern Munich that should be looking at him. I know they were interested in Martinelli, but Rodrigo... Has he liked the guard dog surface yet? Has he followed us on Instagram yet? Come on, Rodrigo. What you doing? What you waiting for? Get us followed. That means you're coming. Crazy, right? Crazy. In my opinion, crazy. But that's Rodrigo. Sam Dean says, if there's a deal to be done for Rodrigo, Arsenal would be keen to do it. His future at Real Madrid is far from clear. And if Arsenal are encouraged to make an offer, it would not be expected to happen until much later in the window. Well, we know that anyway. It's the 1st of July that apparently we're doing all of our business, right? So it ain't going to be yet. And he's obviously in the Club World Cup. I think for me, the minute we understand that they're out of this, we need to go in for him. Fabrizio Romano said on YouTube, Arsenal love Rodrigo. They consider him as a fantastic player and a dream target as a winger. Also, because they feel that Nico Williams is impossible, who now looks like he's going to Barcelona, Rodrigo remains a strong name in the list at Arsenal for sure. There we go. Apparently, that's what it is. Flashboy, big up my bro. Are we signing Gyökeres yet or what? Come on, talk to me, brother. Talk to me. Is Gyökeres a done deal? Tell me, Flashboy. Come on. You told your boy Hooks what you're going to tell me. I'll wait for your answer in the chat. Come on. Talk to me. Are we signing Gyökeres for definite? Please tell me. Come on, you've got connections, I'm told. So let me know. Let the chat know. There's 1.5k in here. We're all waiting for you to reply. So you let us know, yeah, if we're getting Gyökeres, and I'll share it with the group because everyone wants to know. There's 1.5k in here. Only 622 likes. Let's get that up, people. Yeah. Flash boy, where are you? Come on, bro. Don't tell me that you're going to not reply. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Gyökeres is waiting for us, bro. But Arsenal are moving slow. Do you know what? I actually believe that. I actually do believe that Gyökeres is interested in Arsenal and it's up to us. I genuinely do believe that. And I think that we're going to be sitting there believing, oh, we're not sure about this, that, and the third. We're not sure about this. We're not sure about this. Let's go and get it done. Flash boy, I'm with you. Gyökeres wants Arsenal. Let's go and get him. Sesko's dicking us around. Let's go get Gyökeres, man. Pablo, legend. Hope you're well, my bro. Missed you, man. Big up, Dan. Personally won't judge until the first 10 days in July. So far, not impressed, though. Yeah, I've got to be honest. Like, I'm with you, my bro. Bayanguna, Flash boy, here we land. Yeah, man, absolutely. He spotted Christian's friend, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Gyökeres did. Flash boy bomber. Be excited. Big up to you guys, man. Right, let's do these super chats before we get out of here. Stephen Gilchrist. Oh, it's only one that I've missed. Okay, wicked. How many times have we heard Berta speak since he's been here? I thought Stan Kroenke was silent. Yeah, do you know what? I don't know that I expected him to chat much, but I expected him to be more at the forefront, but we haven't really had the season to see that. I think Berta, if I'm honest, I think he's been told, just move behind the scenes and we start shouting on the 1st of July when all the figures come out again. That's truly what I believe. But look, it is what it is, man, at the moment. You got him, Spud. You got him. Big up to Joseph, man. I did get your message earlier, bro. I haven't replied. My messages have been mad as they always are, but I always feel rude. I get DMs and I can never, ever reply all the time. I'm so sorry if you do that. And if you've ever DM'd me and it's got into my message requests, I do try to reply, but they get filled up, man. So I apologize for that. If I have ghosted anybody on here, I respect and appreciate you all. So make sure you hit like and subscribe, people. Make sure that you're doing your best for Match Bingo. And good luck, by the way, for tomorrow. Make sure that you do scan that code, get it downloaded, put the £5 in your account, you get your cards, and good luck because people are winning, man. And it's quite easy to win on Match Bingo. Let me tell you that. I know from experience. Although I did miss out the other day by I missed out the other week from one corner. And I missed out. What did I miss out on the other day? All I needed was one. I swear it was like a sub or something. There was one yellow card I missed out on, and then there was one sub. I was like, what? Like, real talk. Crazy. Look, on the road to 50K, as in Bruce says, yes, absolutely. We absolutely are. And you know what? Let's actually go one further than that and see how far we are away from 45K, because we can't be that far away now. If you've all listened to me, we've got 44,576 subs. That's crazy talk. So that means we're what? 424 away. 424 away from 45K. Just 424 of you. That's all I need. And I've got I've got over 1,439 in here. So let's just get the likes and subscribes hit now, people, if you're new to the channel. And we can get to 45K. The big 5-0 is actually quicker than we believed. Wow. It's mad. It doesn't feel like yesterday we hit bloody 15K. You guys are mad. Big up to every single one of you. We're going to send you over to Hassam. So make sure you go and show him some love. He's about to start a panel show. And his panel shows when they're late at night are very interesting. So please make sure you go and show him some love because, you know, we've got a lot of time for Hassam. He was on here the other night, rattling a load of people. He's going to be talking about Isak and Gyökeres. He's going to be talking about Nunez. He's going to be talking about Liverpool's window as well as Arsenal's window. So get over there and show him some love. Sophie's not going to go because Sophie's not a fan of Sam after what he said the other night about Newcastle. But I'm sure she's not alone, but I'm sure she is one of the minority. We all do love Sam. So go and show him some love, man. Make sure you do that. Make sure you hit Match Bingo. Make sure you scan that now or after I've finished. Hit the link in the description. Get your cards. Credit £5 and you're underway. And let me know if you win, people. Let me know if you win. There's a little league table at the moment and Liverpool are winning. More Liverpool fans are winning than anyone. So come on, man. Gooners, do it. Big up to everyone in the chat. Go show us Sam some love. Go spam his chat. What should we spam his chat with? Gyökeres over Isak. There we go. Gyökeres over Isak. Dan Potts raid. Gyökeres over Isak. Go show him some love. We'll speak to you in a bit. Latest, people. We're out of here.